Okay, greetings everyone. Welcome to Gerard, Black in the Philippines with the Truth. I want to thank all my followers, my listeners. Don't forget to share, like, and pass the word about what's going on here on my YouTube channel. Well, tomorrow I'm going to a wedding, and my hair has been a mess. I sent to wait for this product in Shoppies. They haven't sent it yet. They said it's not available, but it's a relaxer that really can do my hair back to where I can have it like the James Brown kind of look. So I can look like Soul Brother #1 in the Philippines. But unfortunately, there are two girls who I know here in the Philippines who can braid hair. And this is my #1 hairstylist, and her name is Geraldine. Say hello, Geraldine.
Hi.
How old are you, Geraldine?
What?
How old are you?
18.
She's 18 years old.
19.
Oh, she's nice. She doesn't know how old she is. She's 18, but she wants to be 19. Like it's going to make a lot of difference. So tell everybody what you're doing. What you do, Geraldine? Are you in school? Yeah, are you in school? In college?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So what are you studying? What are you studying? What, did you find money in there? You find a coin?
So,
I heard her say, what is this? What? If you find any money, we split it 50-50. So what are you studying, Geraldine?
studying like
Hotel management and stuff?
yes.
Oh, okay. That's there's not so much customer service. There's another word for it. Hospitality.
Hospitality.
Yeah, hospitality. She'd be very good at that. I've known her for how many years? I've known you now for. I remember when she used to run up to me and say, "Oh, it's candy." I've known her for a long time, so she's like family. So it's good. It's good to have, to be around kids and watch them grow up to be young adults. It's very nice, and I'm happy to still have them in my life. So we just had a friend, Alameda, who just had a baby. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And what's her name?
I don't know what's the name.
Okay. So we'll call her Geraldine. Her name is Geraldine. Yeah, she just had a baby, so we're very happy that she had a good, healthy baby. Right here's Mama Mia. Come here, Mama Mia. Say hello. Huh? You see the oil? See here? You see? Oh, yeah. Okay, go get it. Geraldine, hand me my wallet, please. Is it up there? My wallet.
Yung wallet na.
Okay. How much you need for
Oil,
oil?
Romano?
How much you need for oil? 2,000. It's so much. Everything she buys is very, very expensive. Yeah. Oh, so much money where? You say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're gonna get some of it today. So what are you worried about? Well, this is at the end of the month for me, so I'm trying to hold on to this till the end of the month, Geraldine, until I get my salary. Otherwise, I will be eating rice and fish.
Really? I eat rice?
No, I eat rice. I eat rice sometimes, but not that much, Geraldine. So every now and then I get a craving for it to eat with whatever dish I'm eating at the time as far as food. When like I'm too lazy to make a potato or something, I'll just go ahead on and just put a little rice in there, to make a dish. But it's not that often. And when I do, it's a small portion. It's like what you guys make, right? You guys. a big pile of rice. I can't imagine eating that much rice ever in one setting. And I watch Mia's boys eat it, and they eat it like mountains. I said, wow. So where's Mary Joy? How's she doing?
She's in the house.
She's in the house. She didn't want to come.
Nope.
Okay.
She's cleaning our house.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, we had housekeepers, yeah, but me fired them, and so she hired herself. So now I pay Mia. Now I pay Mia for housekeeping. How does that sound? How does that sound, Joe? Does that sound right?
No. Not paying him as an maid.
Yeah. So I have she's my housekeeper who I can't tell her what to do. That does not sound right. But so how much longer you have to go in school, Joanne?
Mhm.
How much longer you have to go in school?
Think like
3 years or so like that.
2 years.
2 more years? Okay. We were talking about hair. When I first came to the Philippines, you know, um, finding anyone to do my hair was a challenge. I went to a salon once thinking I could have it relaxed there, and I could tell how the procedure. You see, my coarse hair is different from their hair, or Caucasoid's hair, meaning that what it would take to make their hair straight chemical wise would take like 5 times longer for it to straighten my hair. So I went to a salon once and it didn't work out. So one of those things. So I was very fortunate when Catherine, who you'll meet later, Catherine came over and she brought her, her troupe. In Bacon, matter of fact, it's my house in Bacon was where she first braided my hair, and I was very surprised because I didn't think they know about braiding, and they let us know how to do it. So, but yeah, Geraldine turned out to be, you know, my go-to hairstylist when it comes to braiding my hair. And of course, I'm having a wedding tomorrow, so it's like only on special occasions. I don't know why I don't think about you more often to do my hair, but right now I just walk around with it covered. You saw what it looked like when you came in, right, Geraldine?
Yeah.
Yeah, look kind of crazy, right? Yeah, and you don't get to see it because I'm often wearing my hat, so that's the reason for it. But anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying that video that I just posted about, you know, um, take my wife, please. Now some of you may not understand the terminology of that phrase. That phrase is from a very famous comedian named Rodney Dangerfield, and he be talking about an example of something else, and he's trying to refer to his wife, like the way like the way you would put something in a bottle, you put it this way, but take my wife, and then he would say please, so that's where that term came from, take my wife, please. So it's a play off of Rodney Dangerfield for those of you who uh, who are that old enough to know Rodney Dangerfield and know that shtick. So that's what. But anyway, it's an interesting video because it gives you an insight about what it is that what we're going through, some of the things that we discussed. Now, since I have you here, let me explain something to you. I was going to save this for the other video, but since I'm here now chit chatting with you, I will say it here. Now, uh, we were talking about allowance, so finally, the following day, we're at the top of our lungs, and I said, okay, how much money do you need a month? And she said 40,000, and I almost said, what the fuck are you talking about? You want 40,000 a month? I said, oh no. But it was to pay for groceries and all that stuff for the whole month. And it's like, no. I mean, I did everything to say, are you out of your rabbit ass mind? But then you see, she doesn't understand that her being married to me, that, I'm filing the paperwork now, as far as her being my spouse, that she would get spousal benefits. So once the paper gets filed and approved, she would get an allotment each month too. So that allotment would be, far more than the 10,000 which she's asking for, and far more, in my opinion, than the 40,000. But you see, the thing is that when foreigners come to the Philippines and they marry Filipino girls, the first thing, like I said, I explained the difference between old money and new money, and how wealthy a lot of foreigners are, as far as in comparison to me. That a lot of them come and they buy land and buy houses, right away, or build a house for them and what have you. And that's fine if you have the money. When me and I got married, she had mentioned that wanted to buy land or whatever like this, and I said, hold on a second, pump your brakes. We don't even know if we're gonna be together tomorrow yet. We just got married, so give us some time. So I told her, well, let's wait a couple of years. Wait a couple of years till until like anything else, till everything settles. To when you settle into the relationship, when you settle into the groove, when you are thinking long term. You see, that's what you have to think. You can't think short term once you get married. You have to think long term, and so that's why I told her. I said, why don't we wait 2 years? By that time, we've saved up some money, and at that time, then we can probably look at the possibility of buying land and building a house and doing all that. But right now, you don't jump into doing that. I mean, the horror stories that you hear about, couples getting married and see, a foreigner can't buy land. All he can do is buy the house or build a house. So his wife has to uh, um, uh, buy the land. So if she buys the land and he puts the house on there, well, actually, uh, if it doesn't go right, and he decides he wants to go home one day, then she can easily say, "No, you can't come. You can't come in here." Why not? Because you're stepping on my land, and I don't want you on my land. So it turns out to be a real mess. And then you have some foreigners who give Filipinos money from the states to build houses, and the stories, that this one Filipina, she had given this guy money, and he had given her money and to open up businesses and like this and to build a house, and she was sending him pictures of the house, whatever, as a progress report as the house is being built. And so finally, when it was built, and he came to the Philippines, and he went to the house, and he said, "What are you talking about? This ain't your house." It come to find out that she was taking pictures of a house that was being built and sending him pictures of it, claiming that it was the house that he was paying for to have built. And I don't know how much money she had got him for, but it was over $2 million or something like that. Uh, what he had sent her over a course of time, and then when he came here to be with her, also found out that she was married. So I don't understand how you can send money to someone like that in another country, and and not fully knowing or what's going on. So anyway, so with me, I'm trying to get her in a frame of mind to think long term. Your job right now is like the Isley Brothers song. You got to roll with the punches. You know what I'm saying? In other words, just let things go. It will get better. You see, you have to have faith that it will get better, and that's something that I try to impress upon her. That things will get better. But and I told you, I told you in the video before the last one that when I said, okay, I'm gonna give you your first of the month allowance at the end of the month. Because by that time, all my finances has already been calculated, already been taken care of, and by that time, I have the money to give her, or I know how much to give her. But sure enough, she didn't understand it. I mean, at that time she did, but yesterday we were talking about it again, and she's like saying, "No, why should I have to wait?" I mean, why do you have to wait? Because that's what we agreed upon. And so again, it's the communication that sometimes is more frustrating than anything else. That of not understanding or saying you understand only to come back later and say that no, you didn't understand. But by that time, the water's been, then let out of the dam. You can't put it back. Once you make a decision on something, you made a decision. And I base my spending on on what needs to be spent and and just in case money. I explained to you in my other video what just in case means. It means that you have to be prepared just in case something comes up, something happens. And so, like right now we have to build a dog bed for Ichiban because Ichiban's having puppies, and I guess there's a certain box that you're supposed to build so that way the mother won't lay in the puppies. It's funny. I breed dogs in the United States, and my brother and I, we had Jack Russells, and we just put them in baby cribs, in a baby crib, and just let them just go. Pick the mother up whenever she wanted to go in there and take her out. And it was fine. But I guess with uh, here it's different. So rather than go against the grain, I'll just go out and just uh, have a bed made so this way, she can have her puppies and don't have to worry about her laying on them, crushing them or you know neglecting them. So like this has come up and then we have a wedding to go to that just came up and so oftentimes a lot of stuff comes up and a lot of stuff comes up is that I have to be prepared for it just in case. So and then whatever comes up spending here at the household, but anyway, so the video with me and I'm going to do like I thought about doing like not a sitcom, but like Bernie Mac type of thing, where the household is moving and he stops and he narrates about certain things. I wish I could really speak the way I want to speak, but I can't because I'm in a foreign country, and because I'm in a foreign country, I have to watch what I say. Not only watch what I say, because who might be listening, the government, but I don't want somebody um, to want to file a case or complaint about. So I don't say profanity. I have different words for profanity, and for those of you who don't know what they are, check out this video. That's the one I did where it explains about a lot of the words that I've changed. You know, rather than say bitch, I say peach. Rather than say fuck, I say flock. Rather than say nigga, I say trigger. Rather than say motherfucker, I say motherflocker. And I'm saying it now so this way, you can understand what it is that I'm talking about. So uh, when I'm talking, um, I try to keep in mind to not to use the original words. Like I don't say. Uh, um, I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to say this, but I say JJ. You know, I don't want to say job. I say headshot. Those of you who are smart enough to figure it out. So it's just being respectful of the people in this country, and it's important to do that. Time and time again, you hear about cats who are getting called in and have to. I think Sunshine Shoulders, got called in because there was complaints filed against him because of things that he was saying or asking for, or things of that nature. And he got called in. Of course, they looked at the video or whatever and said, "Look, well, just be careful." I don't know exactly what it was for, so it doesn't really make any sense for me to truly speculate on what it was for, what have you. But it's another example that you have to be careful about what you say and do, being in a foreign country. So anyway, watch for the second video. I don't know how many episodes I'm going to have on that. Me and I did a long. We were just talking. Her and I was just talking, and I was just recording the conversation. And I know it ran real long, so I have no intentions of posting the whole thing. In fact, the one I posted today was like 40 minutes. So, which I didn't intend it to go that long, but with my narration in there, of course, it made it a little longer. But I got uh, a, a few more, a couple more that I want to put up in there. So from that conversation, but I thought about doing something like where you see us interacting in the household like this and talking, having conversations about things. Right now things are good, but you know that's liable to change it. I shouldn't say that, but anything happens. Right now the kids are in school, and with the kids being in school. Today we really took advantage of that, of them being in school. So that's a good thing. Like I said, we have. That's why I say, and one of my things that sometimes um, there are more lows than there are highs in the relationship, with the Filipino and with the Filipina, and that's understandable because there is the cultural difference, of understanding each other, and especially if you're dealing with. Now you see, now you have class. I'm gonna say class just to keep it easy to understand, or different levels. You have people who are in different levels of society here in the Philippines. For example, those who speak very good English, like my girlfriend here, she's on a level where is that education is more important, and she has taken the time to really understand and learn the English language and going to college, and so therefore she's on a level where that she can do hospitality. She's on a level where is that she can deal with people of the world, because English is pretty much, you can almost say, universal language. So she's able to communicate and formulate her ideas, and have a conversation with in between the time her giggling, between the time of her giggling, but that's one level, and then you have a level of those who girls who or Filipinas who don't get past sixth grade, who um, who uh, uh, tend to associate with those on the same level. You see, and that's an interesting thing because for me, when I was coming up, I wanted to learn more. So because I wanted to learn more, I learned more by associating myself with people who were smarter than I was, who and that's how I learned. I learned most of my English language, and my ability to communicate through older women, because older women were, I was able to, be around, and they taught me a lot of things, so, just like Sherry, I used to always like the round necks right here. I used to always cut them, cut them like that, because I didn't like the neck thing around there. And she finally told me one day, she said, "Why don't you buy V-necks?" I said, "V-neck? What is a V-neck?" She said, "The T-shirts that have the V-neck in it." I said, "Oh, really? They made those?" So even things like that, things that I didn't know because I didn't have that male figure in my life uh, at that time of development, or you know, my development was on other things. It was on the streets, dealing with street entertainers, and being a pharmacist and things of that nature. So it wasn't a whole lot on, about being a man. You know, um, the people who I patted myself as was like artists, like Al Jarreau. Al Jarreau, who you may not know, here's a picture of Al Jarreau. He is. I always admired him. Not only because his singing ability, but because of the way he dressed, the way he carried himself. So I always wanted to be smooth like Al Jarreau. You know, um, you know, um, you got to remember when I was coming up, I didn't like female singers. I didn't like female singers at all. Even when I was in the South, when I was, in my early teens, you know, um, we, it's just that a woman cannot sing anything for me. She can't be telling me anything that related to me. The Temptations could. A lot of the early Four Tops. A lot of the early male groups, dominant male groups, could I could relate to, but men who couldn't relate to the Supreme's "Baby, Baby, Where Did My Love Go," or "Love Child," things of that nature, and those guys who uh, 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 were prone to like those kind of songs, and sing those kind of songs, we always say, look, man, that guy's funny. You know what I'm saying? And, I look at it years now that those guys are gay, So, I think someone needs to do a study on how early early soul music, played a part in sexuality as far as men are concerned. So anyway, so they didn't write love songs for me. No one wrote love songs for me because I never had that that passion. I never been around someone that passionate. I told a story one time that once I did have a girlfriend, and her name was Jessie May Terry. I never forget her. And I was at her house, and we were sitting, we were on the window ledge, and this was a time when Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell's song came out. Ain't nothing like the real thing. I got your picture hanging on the wall, but it don't see to come to me when I call your name. I realize it's just a picture and a friend. Oh, I read your letters, but you're not here, and they don't move me, and they don't move me until I hear your sweet voice whispering in my ear. I can't start that song. Don't you know? Ain't nothing like the. I can't start that song without singing at least that one verse. So anyway, so her and I are on the window ledge, and like this, and that song's come on, and I turned to her, and I said, Jessie, can I kiss you? And Jessie looked at me, and she said, yes. And so it was my first kiss. Oh my God, it was wonderful. I kissed Jessie and Jessie kissed me, and it was like, wow, I had my first kiss. The next day I went to school, and I was walking to school, and people were saying, oh, you had to ask Jessie to kiss you. Oh, you had to ask Jessie to kiss you. Oh, you had to ask Jessie to kiss you. And I was so, humiliated. But I learned something that day. I learned that girls can't keep a secret. Yeah. So ever since then, I learned that girls can't keep a secret. Well, of course they can, but I learned that day they didn't. But anyway, so that was that. But so they never really wrote love songs for me. It wasn't until I started getting into Prince that where I really started, reading the lyrics, his lyrics, in all his songs. I had a girl named Manasseh. She's changed her name so many times. And her and I met at an NA meeting, in a dance, and the song was, and her and I were best dancers in the whole place, doom, 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 like this. So, so of course we ended up, she came to my place and like this, and we hung out a little bit, like this, and so I asked her. I'm always asking girls that. So I asked her. I said, "Hey, you want to go steady?" And she said, "Steady, steady." She laughed at me. No one says, "Do you want to go steady anymore?" So, but the answer was yes. We ended up going out together. But she was a musician. I bought her very first keyboard, and she was a singer, and we studied Prince. And she taught me the importance of reading the lyrics of what artists write. Sure, everybody knows a few words, or a few hooks in the song, but do you know the whole song and or what the message that the artist is trying to get across? And so her and I studied Prince, and I mean, man, it was phenomenal. I mean, I was so taken by him, and in his songs he sung about the passion of loving a woman. He sung about about the passion of relationships and love and uh, you what being in love's about, and so I learned a lot about love through Prince, you know. And people would say, "Oh, he's gay, he's gay, he's gay." Like, man, let me tell you, that man had more women. Well, y'all know the story. You've seen the documentary. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it was him who I learned a lot. You know about you know through through songs of of having a relationship with a woman. You know, what's one of the songs? That's why I ask people, you're a Prince fan, and then they say yes, and I say, okay, well, what's your favorite Prince song? And they say Purple Rain. I say, get the flock out of here. You don't know nothing about Prince. Come on, if you say Purple Rain is your favorite song, then you haven't really listened to him. You say it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just can't sleep. Outside the rain is pouring. I'm as lonely as can be. Maybe tonight I'll be different than the night before. I need to feel someone beside me. I don't want to be alone no more. Tonight I want to be somebody, somebody. Tonight I want to belong to someone. Tonight I want to be somebody, somebody. Tonight I want somebody that'll do it till the job gets done. That's an important thing. So, I know. I know a lot of his songs, but anyway, you know. And it's funny because when I was younger, you know, uh, you start thinking, when I was 13 and 14, I wish I was 18. When I was 18 at the time, I wish I was 21. When I was 21 and 20 or something, I wish I was, my goal was to be at 35 to be retired, So I decided that, you know, if I can outlive Michael Jackson, then that means that, I've lived my life righteous. Because I thought that Michael Jackson always would be taken care of. He always would be eating the right foods. He always would be healthy. And so outliving him would have meant, that I have also lived that type of righteous life. Is it done, Mia? Oh, okay, okay. I thought that I would have lived that righteous life. And then what happened? He up and died, from a propofol overdose. So you all know the story. So then I focused my uh, goal of life to Prince. I said, well, okay, if I can outlive Prince, then that means that, I live a righteous life and I've done the right things or whatever. Because Prince didn't do no drugs or anything like this or whatever, and sure enough, what happened? He dies of a drug overdose. And I'm not gonna lie, I said, yes, I knew he couldn't have gone through life without doing drugs and being as creative he was without it. But now there's, now now there's no one left who I'm thinking, maybe Al Sharpton. I know that might sound funny, but Reverend Al Sharpton and I are the same age. I'm 1 month older than he is. In fact, we both have two daughters who are at the same age. So him and I had a lot in common. And for those of you who don't know, I was the editor of his men's auxiliary newsletter for almost 2 years. It was the organization within the organization, his national network, that made the most money in fundraising as far as money is concerned. And I also received the Women's Auxiliary Man of Vision Award. Is one of the most prestigious awards in his organization, next to his Man of Vision, his make whatever it is that he did. But this is from his wife, who I received the award from. I'm very proud of that award for the work that I've done. So anyway, so she's almost done. Yes, Geraldine.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's one.
Oh, she has one more left. So I guess I could gab until she finished the one. I think I did pretty good. I didn't know what I was going to talk about, but I think I covered a broad range of things here. But anyway, so I was very proud of receiving that award from Kathy Sharpton. That's her name, Kathy Sharpton, from her organization. In fact, I received it at the same time that Freddie Jackson received his. So Freddie Jackson and I both received an award on that same day for the Man of Vision Awards. So I was very proud of that award. But anyway, so right now uh, we're getting. She's finishing up. Kathy and her. What's her boyfriend's name?
Paloy.
Huh?
Paloy.
Aloy. Kathy and Aloy are here.
Paloy.
Hanoi.
Paloy.
Aloy. My man, right? Kathy and her boyfriend Hanoi is here. You're gonna meet them later. Mia had decided that while Geraldine is doing my hair, they're going to cook. So she handled that very well. So that's good. So anyway, yeah. So you'll meet them before we finish the video, or before the day's over with. So again, I'm so happy that I'm getting this done. Geraldine, I have to call you over here more often to do my hair. Is that okay with you? Is it okay? Yeah. Okay. I mean, I got to the point. I showed my brother my hair, and my brother says, "Oh man," he said, "Don't do nothing to it." Of course, my hair's like buckwheat, like this. He says, "I wish my hair would look like that." I said, "Wow." I said, but I went to have it cut here once at one of the local barbers, and what he did was zoom. he cut everything on the side off. I was bald on the side, all the way in the back, and I was like, "What?" Like this. And so it took a long time for the side to try to grow back, but I call it a Mad Dog Earl look because there was a Humphrey Bogart movie where he played a character they called him Mad Dog Earl. It was with Lauren Bacall and etc. So, I didn't thought of cutting it all off, but trying to find someone to be able to cut my hair the way I would like it is extremely difficult. So I just like to just relax it and keep it straight. One of those things. But did you have enough rubber bands?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's very good. Your day's working out pretty good, little girl. Okay, so Geraldine,
Yes.
what advice would you give someone about following your dreams and your goals?
What?
What advice would you give someone about following their dreams and their goals?
Um, stay like what
I told you about it.
um, just follow the dreams.
Okay. Well, when you're doing yours, you're going to school, right? You're following your dream to become, yeah. So yeah, just follow your dream. Just do it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't lose hope.
Ah, very good. Don't lose hope. There you go. There you go. Are you planning on getting married? Nope. Nope. No time soon.
Time for that.
You gonna
I'm gonna
wait
finish my school, then do a stable job.
and do what? Finish?
Look for a stable job.
Oh, a stable job. Oh, okay. Yes.
That's my family.
Very good. Yeah, see? See? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, that's very good. Remember I was talking about levels of Filipinas and all that stuff. This is Kathy. Kathy, yeah. Say hello, Kathy. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
This is Catherine. She's another one who I knew, and she was saying, "Uncle Alex, got some candy." she grew up. Come here, let me see you. Come here. Tell everybody what you're doing.
I'm doing well.
You're doing.
I'm cooking.
So what are you cooking? Tell them what you're cooking.
Lechong kawali.
You're cooking lechon.
Yeah. Lechong kawali. Lechong kawali.
What is that?
Fried pork.
Fried pork.
Yeah.
Is it different from what is the other
Chicken joint.
no
Yeah.
they call it
Brown.
no
Belly.
no what is the dish?
Dish?
There's a dish they call when they got chunks of meat in it.
What?
Mia, what's that? What's that dish that they make that has the chunks of meat in it?
Tabang pinatabasan. They have sauce.
Yeah, it has sauce, but it's a name for it.
Name lang.
It's a name for.
Kumba?
What?
Kumba?
No, it sounds like gumba.
Minodo?
No, what's the other one? It sounds like gumba.
Tagnaan ay.
No. What's it called? It's something. They always have it. Whenever you cut meat, they say, "Are you making like that?" And they cut it in little cubes.
That's sinug ba?
No, it's a name for a dish. I can't remember.
Pork chop.
No, it's not.
Rabbit.
No.
What is that?
Mia,
Color.
come right over here so they can see you just one time on this. Wait, what's it? No, you. Don't turn off the fan. What's it called?
Sinug ba?
No, don't turn the air on.
Oh.
Turn that off.
Ano siya makita sa akin?
I want your head. I want you bring your head right here so you can speak on the camera. See, look.
Ganun siya makita sa camera.
Where you go?
Wait,
Oh, okay.
So hot.
Yeah, okay. What's it called? What's it called?
Oh.
Yeah, just right here. Say hello, and then you can go see bend down. Oh, see. Yeah, just say hello, Mia. Okay. Okay. And one other person we are getting this.
Ano pa isa?
What?
My man,
Roy.
Roy. Mia, where'd you go?
Naglilis ganyan palay. Palay.
Paloy.
He's cooking.
I just want to come in so you'll be in this frame for a minute.
Kon. Ali daw.
Kita pa yung nawang.
Mia, I can't see. Mia.
Say hi.
Kita sa camera.
Yeah.
Say hi.
Yeah, come here, Mia. I can't see you. Sit up a little bit so you can see your face. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, like that. There you go.
Say hi.
Come down right here. Come down. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is. Where you going? This is the chef. He's here cooking. He's cooking.
Yeah, I'm cooking over there.
Okay, and so what are you doing with your life?
Cooking.
No, that's what your life today. What do you do with your life tomorrow?
Playing basketball.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You're the basketball player.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna let you go because I don't want you to burn lunch.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks
You
for
need
coming.
to eat a delicious food.
Yeah. What's that dish called? But it's a dish that's very popular. That they always have it.
Barbecue.
No, not barbecue. It's a Filipino name.
Adobo.
Adobo. Thank you, adobo. Yeah, that's right. So you're saying he's making what?
Lechong kalamay.
I was gonna say, is it like adobo?
No,
Oh, okay. It's not
not the
like.
same.
Oh, okay.
Adobo, they have sauce, but that one is fried, man.
Oh, it's fried. Okay.
Like lechon.
Okay. So why they call it lechon?
Lechon kawali.
Yeah. Why they call it lechon?
Because the fried only in the kawali, like lechon. Lechon is you cook in the charcoal.
Yeah.
The other one in the stove.
On the stove?
And
I can't see. Look over here. Come
In
closer. This
fire.
way. On the fire.
Wala na gulo.
I tell you, isn't it beautiful in the Philippines? Aren't you jealous? I got 3 beautiful Filipinos right here, and a chef who's
That's
cooking. Yeah. So anyway, okay. So, Geraldine, how are we doing? Look at this! Wow! Look at this! Look at this! My God! I look like I just came from the United States. Yeah, it's longer now, right?
Yeah.
Longer now. Wow.
But
See?
it's tuan.
Short up there.
No, what do you call that? Your hair is
Bald. Short.
tang.
It's what?
Careful.
Gray. What do you say?
No.
Say-
Your hair is
Falling down.
Falling down.
Show pa.
I'm bald. Look at my hair. My hair is falling down. Yeah, but it's okay. I was thinking about dyeing this red right here with your color here. You know how you color your hair? I was thinking about dyeing my hair right there. That color. Okay. So, so oh yeah, I know. I got the bald spot. You know that's come from wisdom. You know, that's what God is always shining His light. Okay, this is Gerard. You're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elder, always pulls her up. And sometimes you're the only one to see it. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. I don't know about you. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson formerly singing the Temptation One song, treat them like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king. Okay, so with that being said, okay, can we say goodbye, girls? Can we say goodbye, girls? Mia, bye. Can we throw them a kiss? Bye. We'll talk to you later. Peace.